Hello and welcome back to the channel today. In today's video, I thought I would take 10 minutes or so to discuss the importance of why, as a photographer, you need a website. So my first point for why you need why as a photographer you need a photography website is that it makes you look more professional. Even if you're not currently practicing photography as a business, having a portfolio to put up and show your images off can actually make you more professional if you decide to go over to becoming a business, or if you're already set up as a business. Having that website up set in place can actually make you look more professional, in the fact that you need to set yourself up as a brand, and I think that's what we photographers tend to forget to do, especially when it's just one person as a business. Instead of setting us up as a person, we need to set ourselves up as a brand. It may be your name that's the brand, but obviously it's setting you up, thinking about how you're displaying yourself as a photographer. So having a good logo, having some type and some copy to actually promote yourself as a photographer. So having a website is massively important to make you look more professional as a photographer. My second point for having your own photography website is that you control the content that you're putting on that website. When I spend time on social media websites, I hear people obviously always complaining about the algorithms that social media sites use, but that's just the nature of the way social media sites are going to work, and all businesses work. All businesses will change the way they display their promotion and their marketing or their content to promote their own goals. So if you fight the algorithm and you're always constantly trying to fight that algorithm that social media sites put in place, then you're going to struggle with it, really, because you have to constantly update the way you market yourself as a photographer, how you show your brand and how you show your content. So that's what makes having a website very good for yourself, in the fact that you can show the content how you want it to be shown. So for example, if you're a photographer that does workshops, then obviously having your workshops and what you promote on them front and center means that the person that visits your website are going to see them first. Or if you sell prints, then having prints up front and center can be the same thing, that you will sell more prints. So having a website is important, so you can create the content that you want to create and promote the content in the way that you want to do it. So for my third tip, I'm going to discuss how a website can help you show your expertise in that particular field. So for example, you might have a website with a blog, and you can constantly write blog posts about your process of taking that photograph, which it provides more of an explanation than actually just posting a photograph on a social media page for everybody to see. It provides you more of a background, and also having your own website and a blog, you actually get more space and more room to explain how you took that photograph. So having that website can actually show your own expertise. And my last tip for the importance of having a website is that it can actually make you money. If you're transitioning from being a hobby photographer to a professional photographer, having your own website can be great for wanting to make that money to make that step over to a professional photographer. I think as a hobby photographer, we all want to, it would be great for us all to go out and be paid to do a photography job and spend 7 days a week being a professional photographer, but it's incredibly hard because you have to pay your own way as a photographer. So having your own website and being able to sell products and services on that website can be a great thing for you to make that step. So if you sell prints, if you sell workshops, you can promote them workshops through your website. And also if you sell other services, so for example if you sell merchandise or you sell presets, then you can sell them through your website, and you can actually provide a better service for selling those products through your own website than using other websites. Things like if you decide to sell them through the likes of Etsy or eBay or somewhere like that, or some types of site where you'll sell your prints, you're quite restricted in that you have to follow the rules, and also you might have to take a cut for selling that product on their website. So having your own website not only makes you look better, but also you can actually sell the images, sell the products that you want to sell, and also you can sell them in a way that looks professional for the way you want to do it. So having a website can actually make you money as if you're setting up as a professional photographer. For my final point, I often hear about people saying that should I still have a social media presence? And I think having a website and having a social media presence go hand in hand, in the fact that your social media presence can be used as a way to direct the viewing eyes, or the people that you want to sell to your content and your products. So it's vitally important to have a social media profile, but you can use that website as a central hub and direct people to the website. And also it works both ways in the fact that you can direct people to one site, but you can also direct people to another part of your social media presence. So for example, if somebody finds you on Twitter and they go to your website, they can see that you might have a YouTube channel, you might have a Facebook page, you might have a course up somewhere on one of the websites, you might be promoting your workshops on another website. So it can work very, very good to have a social media profile and a website. But I think the most important thing, and I think where a lot of people go wrong with this, is having consistency across the brand. So if you're use the same logo on your use the same Facebook face or profile or logo on every page that you see, have consistent type and copy, have a consistent style to what you write, and also use consistent fonts and colours and things like that. So it's also important to have that process across all your visible platforms for what you're using. So I hope you found that useful, and I hope it's something that can, if you're deciding to take that step as a professional photographer, it's something that you can take useful. But it's also an important thing, and it can be quite important for us people who are hobby photographers as well, in the fact that we want people to view our content. We all take photographs for other people to see, so having your own website can also be good for getting those people onto your profile and your image. But also, when you decide to make that step from being an amateur to a professional, it can be important in place to have that website in place, as it takes one less thing out of things to think about, and also it can be great for a promotional tool as you're going along. So yeah, so I hope you found that useful. If you like what you see today, please subscribe below and leave me a thumbs up. That's the best thing you can do for this channel. If you have any thoughts or comments, then please leave a comment below, and hopefully I'll see you again next time.